Hello?
Oh shit.
What?
Did we join at the same time?
I think so.
Jinx.
Sweet Jesus. Dude, that was like...
Does that mean like
years too late to call.
like one of us has to buy each other a Coke or something?
You both buy one and you trade them.
You trust me to get you a drink without supervision?
So yeah, since Grax Mike's indisposed at the moment, does Cone actually target the largest group of players?
No, it targets a single player.
Could target anybody.
Not tanks.
Non-tanks.
Or Ragers.
Just the
Of the
melee.
melee variety.
I hope you guys all heard about the nerfs. Now we get to play easy mode.
Did Gum lose weight?
Wow. You're just jealous of my transmog. It's understandable.
Well, we also get our Vantis runes, so...
True, we get nerfs and Vantis runes. This is fucking good.
I'm gonna send over some. That's real quick. Chowder, you're not sorry.
Who is Karab or Kariba?
He's been on this a few times.
Yeah, Jin, why don't you pay attention?
I feel like Jin's having a cycle moment.
Yeah, he's already 12 for 12, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so. He's a Boomkin, isn't he?
No.
He did Agramar with us a couple times.
Yeah, he's not 12 for 12 though.
I mean, 12 out of 12 would be impressive considering there's
Alright, whatever. You know what I meant. I did that secret boss, you know, my mom.
So we're going back to Agramar tonight, right?
Hell no.
Fuck. Congrats on the kill, guys.
It was offline, I hate it.
Are we on Mythic difficulty right now?
No, we're not. I just ran in the trash or something.
I think the lockout needs to be extended. Everyone out of the raid if you went in.
We might be fucked if people walked in.
I'll be in just a sec. It's like loading.
You guys know you can right click your portrait and check to see what difficulty it's on, right?
Oh yeah, it's on Mythic, but it's not extended yet, so.
A likely title.
Should be able to extend it for up to like 4 weeks. At least
You
that's what I thought.
You can extend it from week to week as many times as you want. I just hadn't extended it yet, and if people walked in before I had, then they might be at a separate raid lockout now.
No, they had to kill something.
Yeah, they should locked for a kill.
I don't know, we had this problem in like fucking Tuma Sargeras one time where half the raid stepped in and we had to clear a bunch of farm bosses we didn't want to.
I feel like that's because some boner lied to you.
I mean, Everyone should be able to go into their own individual one and extend it if they already walked in anyway. Like the raid leader can extend it and all, but like anyone who walked in should go on their raid lockouts and extend theirs from last week. That should reactivate it.
Man, prolongs have dropped down big time.
Yeah, I'm
Just
kind of.
one Blood of Sargeras for 15. It's pretty nice.
Alright, I'm disbanding the group. Whisper me for an invite.
So in other words, we got wrecked.
Right. So I tried to walk in and it said, "You are already locked out."
Well, I saw you zone in.
I'm zoned in now,
Is
but
it good?
Who your mic?
Damn it.
Are we good to go in?
Should be able to. I'm in with crack. It said 8 of 11, so.
Message Justin, Morse code.
What a dirty thing to say, Makita.
Funny, I think that's probably what she did say.
Beep
What did I
boop bop
say?
boop beep.
I don't know.
Oh.
You said my robot penis was impressive.
Oh. I mean,
She ain't wrong.
can anybody not get in right now?
Yeah, but Shamlight, you're in.
Shamlight, you're right behind me. Oh wait, no, that's Senjin.
That's me. It's the other. It's the good shaman.
God damn it.
That's right, Rohad. They all look alike.
Oh, it's because you're in Valley of Strength. You're waiting for a summon, you doucher.
I feel like we're in
Do we
big
need
trouble.
Boomy Healer? Kato Sham, whatever Kato Mu from Agmar attempts.
Probably not. I'm trying to think. We're missing.
you're missing
Cat-
me.
Dragonoff. I'm in here.
Missing 2
If he's
heals.
coming.
Yeah, we need. So no, we're good.
Oh,
wait,
the
wait.
Kariba healer?
It's Rob, too.
Yeah, Kariba is a healer, and then
And Celine stepping in for Cord.
Celine stepping in for Zordred. So we've got Kariba and Celine for the casual duo of Hot Rob and Zordred.
Get wrecked.
If the wind blows the wrong way, they're just like, I can't raid. The wind's not blowing in the exact right direction.
I feel like we would have like at least a couple more progression nights before people would just bitch out.
No,
I
like
like this.
we're in
Got it.
we're in the phase where we just killed a boss and then we're starting progression, so all the fucking casual players on the team are like, I'm just gonna call out a raid 6 times and make them just struggle and struggle and struggle on progression, and then when they've kinda got it down, I'll come in and just reap the benefits.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and in the
That's an
process,
option?
we stay in there for like a week extra than we should.
Yep.
A
And-
week?
Now we're not gonna get cutting edge because of it, so. Wah wah wah. Thank you.
Well, at least you're being realistic now.
Damn, your carpet even matches your drapes.
Yes, huh?
Is that bad?
No, it's beautiful.
It kind of is. And I hate it.
You know, it would be awkward if a girl is like, yeah, my carpet matches my drapes, and she's bald on her head.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
I mean, it's a fair
Technically,
Wait,
isn't that
that's
linoleum
frowned
at
upon?
that point?
That's frowned upon?
Does she have cancer or no?
Whoa, hey,
No.
whoa.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Bald's cool.
Bald is very cool.
I'm just saying, like, what would you do if she was hiding that from you? Like,
Could be worse.
until you met?
Absolutely nothing.
Could be worse. She could be walking around with her head shaved into a triangle.
I wouldn't do shit.
Oh,
To be honest, I'd just be happy a girl's talking to me.
Could be worse. Could have a freaking jungle down there.
But don't you
Yeah.
want to play Explorers? I'm
I
just
feel
kidding.
like this thing only refers to, like, color? Yeah, no, yeah. No.
Sporting the 70s fro.
What if she dyed her pubic hair?
Okay,
Oh,
what are we
that's
talking
hot.
about?
And she's still going to put my cock in her mouth, right?
I don't
I
know. I don't
give a
know,
fuck.
man.
It could be worse because she could have the Viking braids coming out on each side of her underwear.
Ah, ew. That's so
That'd be
gross.
impressive.
Oh, that's nice.
That's fucking gross.
But does she have Viking braids on her head? That's what matters.
Yes.
Yeah, what are we gonna do now that Captain is long gone?
We are going to disband
Kill
the raid
Argus.
team.
Okay.
What happened to Captain?
No, we're not. Captain. He left the team, and that's all I'm gonna fucking say.
What the
I-
fuck?
Okay. Can I have
I mean, he did
Bye.
originally say that he didn't care about cutting edge and that he would just be around if we needed him. So I don't know.
But then he left the guild.
But then he left the guild because he said there were people that were underperforming, and he wasn't down. So it's just like, do you care or do you not care, dude?
Damn.
So it's just.
I mean, phase 1 Argus is like the hard part. Once we get past that, it's not smooth sailing, but at least phase 2 will be easy.
Yeah, significantly
Phase 2 is
easier
easy,
after phase
but
1.
Phase 3 is harder than Phase 1.
In your opinion.
I don't know the randomness of the friggin' blights,
Anyone else need
sites, and everything else.
Ventus runes?
I do,
I do.
Line up.
but I'm not there yet, so hang
God
on.
Damn it.
Nobody's clicking, Makita.
Nikita's missing all the good Ventus runes.
I used to, but then Rohan took over. I'm just kidding, Rohan.
Oh,
Not
thanks.
really, though.
What?
Nothing? Why are you so close to the boss?
You
Shit, I feel
scared?
like I have to dismiss my pets just to get close to. Okay. I'm just gonna-
Wow,
I
that
scared.
3% is barely noticeable.
What now?
It doesn't activate till you start the boss.
I was talking about his health pool.
Yeah, the hotfix that I linked.
Is it in the rating
Eh.
channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rating table.
Oh, they're even fucking reduced the dot damage by 15%. Oh, that's a blessing.
Yeah. Next,
Too bad it's the
anyone?
cone killing people.
The Cone and Blight.
Hey,
There's
a
a
nerf
call
is a
to go
nerf.
up.
It'll help us out.
I feel like we're supposed to be baiting that cone.
You don't say.
Isn't that like the point of the strat? Yeah, that we're doing. You know.
That's why the group stats.
Well, we got the group cut in half.
We don't. We
No,
got
we
him
always
cut in
split
half
down.
for. You split for the 3 seconds in between when Gazus Sargeras before it's reapplied. It's the only time we're spending.
Crack your mic.
But I mean,
Crack your mic.
basically,
Crack your mic.
basically, crack your mic, yeah. But we are baiting the cone. Like, that's the reason why we stack behind them right before cone happens. And then we split apart after cone happens.
Oh, is that how it works?
Well, I mean, someone asked, so I had to explain, yeah.
That wasn't in the cat video.
God damn it.
Jen, just feel free to let us know when you open your eyes during our attempts, man. Just let us know.
All right. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
For now.
For now. But hey, we got nerfs and we got Vantis runes this week, so it's like we're double buffed. And buffs are good.
When did they nerf it?
The last night? Today?
Yeah, today.
Cool.
Okay. So there was some talk of adjusting our strategy a little bit, and we were kind of combining the two, where we would do like the side to side and then the straight back thing. We'd like for the first few cones, everybody would go to the left, like we were when we first started pulling, and then like on like the third cone, the tanks would start pulling him towards the center. And what was the benefit of doing it like that?
Does that give us space for when he phases?
Yes.
I like that.
I mean, we actually have room in the middle instead of just like all getting in the one spec that we can all stand in.
I mean that, and it basically lets the people with blight go straight back, and not have like a chance getting clipped by the cone.
Why is everyone's mics all fucky?
Is mine fucky?
No.
Yeah.
What about me?
Which is shocking, really.
All right, well, we'll give it a few tries. So the tanks will pull Argus back to where they have been, so like where Streamline is standing-ish. And then all of us will we'll start out the fight spread out to, prepare for the gaze. And then once the gaze goes out, we stack in the fears, of course, and the rage player takes it out. Range, you don't have to worry about rage for the first 2 casts of gaze. On the third cast, then a ranged player will get rage. And all you need to know is that rage looks like a spiky circle, and you must be isolated. If you touch anybody, you will give them a shitty dot. You'll give yourself a shitty dot, and it's really shitty. I mean, it just got nerfed today, but it's still...
You also have to be close to the cone.
Yeah, if you're ranged, you gotta stand close to the cone. You gotta stand in an area where, if Argus were to pick you, which he usually fucking does because he's an asshole, if he picks you to, swing his cone of death at, then you want to make sure that you're in a position where it's not going to cause harm. So, like the healers are saying, there was a nerf, and it will be helpful, but it's not like a free-for-all. It's not like, ooh, yeah, I can just dance in the fears now, or in the rages, because the dot got nerfed, like, it's 15% of, like, what, 500,000 or whatever, so, like, you're still going to take a shitload of damage.
It got nerfed a little bit, guys, but would you rather kill it without the nerfs or with the nerfs? Like, stop complaining, Jesus.
Well, I think they're just trying to say, like, don't think that it's, like, okay to just,
Yeah, it's still the same fight. It's just going to be less healing intensive and all that.
Yeah, there's going to be some dots that go out, and that's not the end of the world. If 1 or 2 go out, it is the end of the world for you, because you'll be taking some ticking damage, and it is very hard to stay alive if you get any other mechanics like Blight. If you've got Blight, a Rage Dot, and he does Tortured Rage all at the same time, like you're a dead man. So you really want to avoid getting those dots in phase 1. But what we're going to do, like I said, is we'll pull the boss to about where Side Column is standing, and we'll be spread out. And then once the gaze goes out, we'll get in our areas, melee on the right with or maybe we should have the melee on the left, since we're going to be going side to side. Oh, wait, no, we're going to split up the group. And then Rage players, you just stack on whatever side you're assigned to. And when Cone goes out, we just move way over here to the left. And then when we'll go out a second time, we go way over here. And then we will start our trek backwards after the third cone. And I'm telling you right now, we all have way more gear than we need to phase this boss in time if we're alive. So the buffs, the mastery and the haste buffs are just such a... Like, if they're on the way to the next safe zone, then sure, collect them. But, like, if you endanger yourself or the raid to get a buff, then that is just silly, because we do not need them. So, on these next few pulls, we're not going to worry about buffs. Players who get the buffs, if you want to be helpful and take them out where they can be reached at a safer time, then that's great. If it happens that the buffs get dropped off in Blight or something, then just forget about them. Like, don't even worry about the buffs. Like, right now, all we're worried about is making sure that we are stacked up in the right areas with the gaze. We're not getting hit by Cone. We're taking our Blight to the back, near the Cone, and that in those 3 seconds between gazes, that we are spread out. Okay, so Jorlington, you probably watched the video, but just to recap for you, the way the Gaze of Sargeras works is he will cast his gaze on the raid, and then 3 seconds after that, random players will get either Fear or Rage. Fear is the plane circle, and all you need to do with Fear is make sure somebody is standing in your circle, at least one person. And then with Rage, you just need to isolate yourself, like I said before. So what we do is when the debuffs fall off, that means we have 3 seconds until they're reapplied to new players. So when they do fall off, that's when everybody spreads out. We spread out about like 8 yards-ish from each other, and that makes it possible for players who get Fear to quickly move in and not get a stack of the dot, and for Rage players to quickly get out of the way. And if you ever do get Rage... What?
Bayo linked the week.
No, I've already got it.
For the new people.
Okay, yeah.
Or Druganov, or whoever doesn't have it. I forget if... No, Druganov was here last
Yeah,
time.
I think it's just Kariba is the only one who hasn't been with us before.
Could you link that one more time, Bayo? Thanks.
So that's it. So if you've got the weak aura, a circle will appear on your screen when the debuffs fall off everyone, and the circle will be red if you're not spread out enough, and it'll go green once there's enough distance between you and other people. Now, you don't want to like fuck way off and be in the middle of nowhere, because if you get Fear and you're way out there, you're going to get like 3 stacks of the dot trying to get back to the group. So you want to be just far enough away.
And something that we're going to try and do a little bit better with the tanks is I'm going to borrow Marker really quick. So like we still pull him here and everything goes wonderful like that, right? But then we start backing him towards the blue square instead of straight back. So hopefully we're baiting sights to the left, and that will free up a lot of the room in the middle. And if we get to a point where we need more room and we're at blue, then we're going to start moving him towards Moon Marker. Does that sound good, Jim?
Yep.
All right, and then just remember, anytime that you are not running Blight, we're not spreading out for Gaze, or anything like that, we need to be stacked as one group. Now, let's quickly divide the team up to sides for the spread. Put a 1 if you prefer haste versatility, and a 2 if you prefer mastery crit.
So So I know the rogues and Makita are on the right. That's good. Grak needs to be on the right. Kariba, we're gonna have you get haste verse because that's
Okay.
what Rob was doing. So you're gonna be on the left. Streamlined is on the left. What about the mages, Crowan and Jor? What do you guys need?
Crit mastery.
Jor, same thing?
I believe so.
Yeah,
Actually, I may do better with haste.
You're Frost, right? Haste first is good, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll switch you with Senjin.
Which side is haste first going on?
To the left.
Left.
I think everyone is split. There might be one person kind of off. And all the tanks are on the left, so... Oh, Scylla needs to be over here. Switch her with a tank. Oops. Okay. So right now, if you're in groups 1 and 3, you should be getting the haste verse buff. If you're in groups 2 and 4, you should be getting the crit mastery buff.
So, that's not as much for the buff as it is for what side of Argus you want to spread out on for the thing.
At least that's how the first buffs are going to be split.
Yeah, so try, if you get the gift to the sea, try to drop it off on the left where the haste players will be, and if you get gift to the sky, drop it off on the right. But like I said, buffs are like a non-issue. So, you know, if it's dropped off in a bad place, just whatever. But that's how we have the group split up, and mostly it's for, you know, which foot you guys are going to spread around. So like Grakul, Dragunov, Jack Striker, and Psycalm, we have to spread out around his right foot, while Scylla, Streamlined, Rohad, and Shamlight have to spread out around his left foot. So we should probably organize ourselves now. So let's say, here, I need a person that... Alright, Solwell is the left foot, so that would be like Scylla. We don't even need to count Scylla into this equation. She can DPS from like a mile away. So, like Rohad will be there, and then Shamlight, you can be like here.
Got a little bit of range.
Yeah, you can be like where I'm standing, and then who is the other one? Streamlined. Streamlined will be like right here, if the Soul Well is Argus's left foot. And if the Soul Well is Argus's right foot, then Psycalm, Jack Striker was like right here. Psycalm was like here-ish, and then Dragunov was like here, and I was like here. So we'll just do the same thing that we were doing on Friday for the right foot. Alright, so left side kind of has an advantage because Shamlight doesn't necessarily need to be in range, especially if he gets a proc, and then Scylla definitely doesn't need to be in range because she's got things that make her, you know, special. So, let's give this a shot.
Hope the newer people have watched a video. Rage is the square circle, and is it Fear? The other one? Forgot what it was called.
Yeah, Fear is the plane circle.
Everyone is ready. Are we good for a timer?
Good for a timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Bust.
Spread.
Get the haste buff to the left. To the left of the group.
Get him a little bit
Stack
further.
behind him.
Stack behind.
Here's gaze. Spread now.
Spread out. Spread out.
Taking for another one, gun.
Watch the cone. It's a weird one.
All right, wipe it up.
Anybody see me dead standing up?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, how many of you died to cone there?
Technically.
All right, well, don't die to cone. That is a normal mechanic, so I want to see less dying to cone, more dying to, you know, having blight and fear at the same time.
Why did I have to take an extra stack there?
Got clipped by the scythe when you were moving them.
Use 2 potions in this phase, by the way. So when your second potion is ready to go, just use it.
So, for those of you, hold on, I'm gonna put down a couple markers. Are you pulling it to right here first? Or just straight back?
Just straight back.
So the purple one, that was good. The cone goes straight behind that. We're combining the first 2 strats, so that means we're moving it to green and the cone is coming back this direction. Like this. Not towards purple. So the cone went over here last time, which was way, way, way off. So just make sure you guys are like stacked behind green on this side. Just leave these markers for right now while we get used to this.
Was it the strat that we said to save space?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're doing purple to green, and then what's the next? Where's the next one? Is he going towards the middle after that?
Yeah, he'll.
I was just gonna say, if it's the strat to save space that we talked about, green should be the same distance from the wall as purple.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise, it's like we're just not even saving space at all.
So you want to bring him like straight this way, and then we go straight towards the wall again.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't really see the strat, so I was just assuming we were combining.
All right, everybody's ready. Timer it up.
So point the cones at the wall both times.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2,
1. Stack up.
Rage, you gotta fucking move. Like, that wasn't good.
Spread. Stacking the fear.
Oh, that is not where the cone needs to be.
That's not bad.
Guys, see where green is? The cone needs to go over top of green. Escort on the right, it looks like. Oh, someone escort.
Spread out.
Stack in quick, we got a cone coming. Range next to the cone. Someone escort.
Ding them.
Spread.
Oh god. Escort that man.
Alright, phase 2. Get towards the center, it's the same exact phasing. Get towards the middle. It's phasing now. Give room for the rage people. Give room, guys. Get to the middle. Get off the boss if you have to. Get off. Get in the middle. Alright, bring him over to the same spot we tank him in Heroic, which is by Skull.
We got a beer. Anybody want to practice phase 2?
Yeah. Take it as long as you can.
3, 2, 1. 4.
Spread.
Spread.
2, 1.
I don't know what to do.
The cons are better place. That was nice.
What the hell? I guess everyone got everything there because we were all like, there's only a few people left. But I got the fucking stacking one, and then I got the bomb, or not the bomb, the burst.
I had the fear and the soul bomb.
Yeah, that was wow. That's just because there was not that many people alive, so we got shitty stacks on there.
But doesn't that happen often? Like Fear and Soul Bomb, like the tank just has to escort them the whole way?
Well, it wouldn't have to be the whole way, just right before he bursted, tank would have to get a stack or two. You have to watch the countdown.
I'm talking Fear.
Oh, Fear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought you said Rage. For the Fear and the bomb, the tank would have to stay in the whole time. What about Fear and Burst, though? Do we have the same escorts for the Burst?
That's right. That's right. So the tank goes. So on the first one, the tank goes over to the bomb area with all three, and he pops a shitload of cooldowns, and they just blow up the tank, the two bursts, and the bomb. Yeah. So they pop their big cooldowns and maybe an external as well, and then they absorb all three of those things. Did anybody die to cone on that pole?
Only because I was escorting.
I did do the escort.
Okay.
There was quite a few. Died in Death Fog.
So, quick question. If you guys get the escort and you pop an immunity, like, I don't know, does AMS take off Soul Blade or, like, Ice Block, or what else is an immunity? It doesn't take it off?
Cloak drops it, or it used to.
Does Cloak drop it? Or...
Cloak, yeah. Cloak will drop the dots, and it'll keep you alive in Blight.
Alright, so we need some vocalization of the people escorting. So, if you have an immunity that will drop it off, like, mine would be Bubble, so I would just bubble it off. We have Cloak would work. I know Turtle doesn't work, Ice Block won't work, so they need escorted. So if you're able to take the escort by yourself without being escorted, make sure you call that out. And if not, then make sure we have the escorts going. I don't know. We don't really have the cones. The cones are all going to the left or to the right, so like, I don't know how we're doing escorts anymore.
Just towards the back and to the left a little, like.
Towards the left of the cone?
Yeah, like just not like towards the left, like on the cone, but to the left of it just slightly.
Okay, so don't go to the
in
right.
the back. Yeah, just
with an escort. So always go to the left of the cone with the escorts if we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much just go straight back, is what you would do with Blight. and the escort just follows you.
And the first escort's going to be Frosh. Now that we're not splitting the escorts, we can have Frosh be the first one, and if he either gets the blight or can't escort for some reason, like he has a fear or some shit, then we'll have to get Maki to do it.
Sounds good. Alright, let's give it a timer.
Oh, so Frosh, you always be able to do it, you just might get the blight.
I think the only thing that would prevent him from doing it is if two people with fear both got blight, and we needed
so
two
you can
escorts.
always escort then. So, unless there's two escorts, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if there's one escort, it'll always be Frosh. If not, then if there's two, then Makita has to do one. And then, was it Makita, then Jack, then Druganov?
Yep. Psychon can do one too.
I'm kind of.
What's up?
Don't worry about it.
Alright, homie.
What were you saying, Gum?
Kind of thinking, heading into phase 2, it would kind of be great if Frosh took him to Skull, and then he got the Avatar buff and went over and took those bombs, leave me and Jen to deal with the stacks, and then we would take it from there. Because on Fat Boss, it was only the very first bombs and blight that everyone's stacking up with the tanks, right?
Mm-hmm.
That
Where are we
leaves,
taking those, by the way?
well, that leaves Jin and I to use our defensive cooldowns to survive sites.
Yeah.
So,
We should do that. So when we're transitioning from phase 1 to 2, Frosh is going to taunt and take him to Skull, and then once Frosh gets the Agrimar thing, the Aegis of Agrimar, whatever it's called, then he'll have a bunch of cooldowns probably ready to go, and then that frees up all of Jin's and Gum's cooldowns. So
Where are
Frosh
we
is
taking
doing
those bombs?
to where we usually do in Heroic.
Okay,
So all three on the very first set. Okay, this is something that I know that like Hat the Raid has already tuned us all out. So I'm going to repeat it now so you guys can hear me. On the very first, only the very first set of bombs of it's the soul bomb and the soul burst. So there's one bomb, two bursts, right? The very first set in phase 2. Just the very first set, everybody goes to where we normally drop off bomb. Does everybody know where that is?
I don't.
right now it's marked with an orange north of the room.
It's right at the foot of Amanthul there, where the orange marker is.
Okay.
So, both bursts and the bomb on only the first set will go to orange and stack with Frosh inside his little golden circle, all three of you, and all three of you will put all your damage onto Frosh, and he's going to pop cooldowns to survive it. And then after that, when we get the burst and the bomb, just the bomb player is going to go to orange after that, and the burst players will just go to the back of the room like they usually do. Does that make sense?
Yes.
We are good to pull.
Wait, what are we doing?
Shut the fuck up, Senjin.
You're gonna want to pop some pretty decent cooldowns, Frosh, to survive that.
Like all of them.
Pretty much. Yeah, that'll be good. Ring tap and Icebound plus Endomagic Shell.
He would take like 0 damage at that point.
Alright, everyone's ready. Here comes a timer.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a rage. That's a rage.
Oh, okay. Everyone has 3 stacks. We can safely wipe it now.
Yeah, just wipe it. Everybody just go stand in that rage buff. Kill yourself. Tip top tip.
Sorry, I dropped Link.
And just remember,
Square circle is bad.
yeah, spiky circle is bad. Plain circle is good. Yeah, make sure you guys, if you guys need to repair, you're repairing between every pull, because on the unrealistic chance we ever get to phase 3 before the pre-patch, we're gonna need to repair every pull.
When is pre-patch?
Too fucking soon for us to get cutting edge.
Well, now with that attitude.
We can do it.
We can do it. I have faith.
Tell our healers that, who don't like to come to raid.
I would, but they're not here.
Well, they're going to show up after we get that like 5% wipe, and then the pre-patch is going to drop on that Tuesday.
Chowder, I swear to God. I want your shitty Zeppelins.
You threw this at me.
Lies.
It said made by Gum Fu.
What? Fucking frame.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Good job with the rage.
Wait a second to grab buffs.
I got him, Jim.
Alright, Cone, watch out. Okay, just stand in the cone.
I walked into the fucking...
Red. Were we taking him to triangle? We're still doing the same exact thing, putting the cone way off to the right.
Love the blank right there. It's good.
Just go ahead and wipe it.
So we know where we're stacking. Can we move that purple marker again?
Yeah, I'll move the purple, but are we still bringing it to triangle? Like right next to the wall? People are still like under the impression that we're stacking it on top of the old cone or something. So whenever we move the boss, even if he's in front of triangle, you guys need to be on triangle so that the cone will hit the wall, like go into the wall. I don't know how it keeps going into near the teleporter thing.
Okay. Let's get another pull in. What's the cooldown on Totemic Revival if it works?
5 minutes. So I can use it in this phase. It's just on a matter if it works right or not. It's like hit or miss.
Yeah. I'd honestly save it for phase 2.
Yeah, that they're suggested using it to save a healer when or save yourself, I guess, for the bomb, yeah. I don't have it on right now for progression's sake, but if we start getting there, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's timer it up.
can Lust Crone if you want.
It's fine. Oh, that works.
Didn't know if it's saving global or not.
We're not using the ring or anything, so it doesn't really matter.
Get behind him.
Alright, wait a sec to grab these buffs. Alright, when we move, get on green so that the cone will hit the wall. Get on green, let the boss move. Alright, do not stand behind the boss, stand on green towards the wall. We're spreading here.
Spread out. Spread.
Stack on green behind the boss. Don't get the buff yet. Alright. Ready for escorts. One more cone. Get out of that.
3, 2, 1.
Spread out.
Help.
Watch the cone. Alright, wipe it up.
So are we kind of just shooting all the cones towards the outside so that the middle's always clear? Is that kind of like what we just did there?
We did it really well. That pull that we got pretty far. The last pull was not done. The idea is he should be far enough away and facing the right direction to where there's no issue of people getting caught between cones. If you know.
Okay. Would it be better to face him towards the middle? Because I know that when the cones go down, I can't, and I have rage, I can't really move because if I move any further, I'm gonna get sliced. Like if I have a rage. If he's facing towards the middle and we're always shooting the cone like towards the outside, that gives like the maximum amount of space on both sides, you know?
Yeah, no, we're not intentionally pointing every spike of the cone at the middle. That's not what we're trying to do. Did you watch the Fat Boss video?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, that's probably the best strat I've seen for it so far. And it's a mix of the two, the one that we tried at the start and Eltrius's.
Okay, so where are the cones ideally going each time?
Like,
because we need the raid to stack in the spots so that they will go that way.
I mean, ideally, say I'm Argus for the first cone, and then it goes out, so like, I don't even know, I don't have fucking, like...
So we would stack on the feast, and then the first cone would be here, right, towards the wall. When it gets pulled to green, then where's the cone go?
Let's say like anywhere between like me and Rohad, right? Like,
You want it to
as long as it's
towards the last one?
yeah, like either towards the last one or straight back. Like it doesn't matter as long as it's not cutting a huge swath through to the left or in the middle.
It's the only way this strat can be fucked is if someone drops
So-
one on the left, because that way we have to restart. Which
So it's
direction
pretty much
the cones
exactly
are
like the first strat where we want to aim the cones like almost stacking,
Yeah,
but like
it's yeah. I think of like a Google Chrome logo. It's kind of like what we're doing with it. Like the tip, the ends of it are overlapping with the previous cone.
Exactly, yeah, the back ends that should be against the wall.
I like that example. Sorry.
Is anybody confused about what we're talking about? I wouldn't blame you if you were, but we should straighten it out.
I am. I mean, it's kind of what we're doing right now is pretty foolproof. Like tanks are putting them in a good spot, and if you just put yourself right behind Argus, then you're pretty safe. The only way you can get fucked up is if somebody, let's say Argus is Azrathoth right there. You see that little demon guy? if that's Argus and I'm a player with Blight and I drop my Blight off over here and then he decides to Cone of Death me, then the whole raid is right here and they're fucked because they can't run far enough because you took your Blight way too far to the left. And people aren't doing that anyways, so it's a pretty good thing we got going here. So.
But you still want the blight to be left of the cone, right? Just against it.
Yeah, just back against the wall and close enough to the cone that if Argus decides to hit you with the cone, it's not going to bone the raid.
Okay.
The only way you can fuck it up is if you're going to place the cone where it's going to fuck up the placement of the one after that.
Yeah.
So too far off to the side is bad. It can't possibly be close enough to the cone that he's already laid down. That's good shit right there.
That
Look
looking,
at the picture Jorlington just linked. That's a pretty.
Okay, it's like a camera lens.
Shutter.
Yeah. All right, is Gumfu ready?
Yes.
All right, timer it up.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get the
Oh,
rage
watch the
out,
rage,
get
watch
the
the
rage
rage.
out. You guys need to be out of the group whenever we're spreading. Crit buffs in front of them if you're
I'll take in front of.
You got a ton of them.
You res the tank. Alright. Make sure you're
Wipe it
stacking
up.
in the right spot.
Wipe it up. Celine, you're dying to cone every time. Is there something we can do to help you?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm worrying about cooldowns and stuff.
Understandable, but
I would prefer you worry about not dying first.
Okay,
that goes for everyone. Like, if you see somebody who needs an escort and you're worried about them and you're looking at them, making sure they get an escort, like, everybody's got to be really almost selfish and like just only watch what's going on with you and what's happening with you in relation to when the next Cone of Death is going to happen. Because that is the most important, especially with like an escort or something. Like the escort or just the blight people in general, like you have to know where Cone of Death is going to hit you in relation to your blight dropping off. So sometimes blight happens and it's not going to fall off till after Cone of Death, so you need to just stick with the group and then run after the cone, and sometimes it'll happen just before, so you just got to kind of gauge the timing of everything, and Cone of Death is just your life for this phase. That's all you care about.
If you're having issues with the timing of the cone, either target or focus the boss. Watch his energy. Whenever it reaches 100, you know he's about to shit out a cone.
Exactly.
The most crucial detail to pay attention to is you don't move until he's turned around, struck his pose, wait 1 second, then move, and you're completely safe. You're fine.
Yeah, don't move early,
1
because
second.
moving early is the one way that we can fuck up the strategy with the cone, besides actually dying to it. So.
Is it possible to make a weak aura that shows his energy?
I mean, right click, set focus, unlock frame, lock frame.
Everybody can, on the initial pull, everybody needs to be spread out at like 8 yards to get ready for the Gaze of Sargeras. Because we know Gaze of Sargeras is going to happen before the cone, so everybody should be spread out on pull.
Well, that's
and then you fall back
melee
in.
or spread. Range have to be stacked because melee are getting it first.
Right. All right, Dragunov said he's ready, so we're good.
3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crit buff to the right. Sure, nice. Wait a sec to grab your buffs so that whenever you get the second one, it doesn't fall off. And here's the cone.
Stay behind Argus.
Spread.
Spread out.
Try and drop those buffs to the left, if possible.
There's a blight underneath the group. Couldn't wipe it. I think somebody got blight and like died immediately because.
When we're dropping them, the buffs on the left, are we putting like crit closer to the boss and haste further back, or just kind of wherever?
Just kind of wherever. Like when you're dropping off the buff, if you can drop it off to the left safely without risking a cone, then do it, and try and spread them out a little bit. We're not gonna make a thing about it because I don't want people caring about buffs right now.
Sorry, go ahead, Ron.
Well, I was just going to say, the important part is getting those first few things set up, like spreading for the rage and fear, and then crit to the right, haste to the left, because nothing else is going on there, so that's easily done. Everyone can get that first buff because there's nothing happening. Once the cone happens, and then we start going towards the next one, that's wherever you guys need to focus mainly on blights, cone, and fear, and rage. Leave the buffs as the last priority.
What were you gonna say, Gum?
That was for what? Yeah, how long that poll went on. That was really good cone placement. Like
Yeah, that was perfect.
Yeah, we placed it, moved them, and then everyone was exactly where they needed to be for the next cone. The second cone went off without a hitch, and that's just what
Out of curiosity, why are we changing the placement of the cone? I get that it's to save space, but are we even sure that that was an issue, or just an issue because we had a lack of DPS from people dying early?
Well, we had people dying early because it was more difficult to position yourself with the strategy we were using on Friday. And the strategy in like 4 polls, we've already made more progress than we did all night on Friday. And people are staying alive longer.
If we reduce like the amount of deaths with an easier cone strat to it, it lets us see progression more. It's just kind of what we need. I have no idea what that means, Chrome.
Just say it. You'll know to yourself. You'll know what it means.
All right, we're almost good. As soon as Origami's ready.
He's typing. He got blue screen of death apparently.
Oh god.
Damn. Argus wrecked him.
Damn near killed him.
So, I had a dream last night that Argus was like the size of, what's that big guy? Sargeras. And like, he was like tearing apart this platform, and it was like in a snowy area, and we like, it was almost like, you know, Black Rock Foundry where you break the platform and fall through, except Argus was just like standing in the middle, and he was like throwing chunks of platform at us, and it was crazy.
That's the weirdest sex dream I ever heard.
Go see a therapist, Rohad.
You dream about Warcraft?
I did last night.
I have great nightmares all the time.
So you're saying is you had a dream about some large man throwing rock hard objects at you?
Oh my god.
You sure you just weren't streaming?
Maybe. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention it was self-learning AI, so it was really hard to kill the boss.
Bro, how did just self-learning? Fucking nerds. Oh fuck. Now it's a party.
How'd you know I had my pants off?
Friday?
Because it's like
When do you
10 o'clock.
have them on?
Chatter, they're never on when you're around.
I don't blame you.
All right. Well, while we wait for Origami to come back, let's talk about Phase 2 a little bit more. So, you guys know, because I obnoxiously explained how on the very first set of orbs, all 3 orb runners and the golden tank, which will be Frosh, will go to orange. And Frosh will pop a bunch of cooldowns, and that'll be that. On the next set of orbs, Frosh will just be standing in the melee. Those of you who get burst, you just make sure you're standing within Frosh's golden circle near the melee. If you are a melee, then you can just keep DPSing the boss. Just stay in Frosh's circle. Whoever gets bomb, which is a healer, then you will go to orange and die alone. Unless you're Origami and you can bubble it. But that is what you will do. If we have like a Totemic Revival, that's usually a good time to use it. You drop Totemic Revival over there. Healer will die. And if you get a Totemic Revival, then you can res. Otherwise, you're going to stay dead until the next phase. So, just be aware of that when you get burst in Phase 2, the very first set of bursts, you run to orange with the bomb. But after that burst, you just make sure you're standing near Frosh in the melee inside his little golden ring of, or whichever tank has it at that point. Stand inside the golden ring of protection. And same with, as many other people that can fit in while handling the gaze and the rage as well. Rage and the fear. So, what?
How do they come back to life in the next phase?
Well, in the transition from phase to phase, when we die and then we get res by ANR, that's when those healers that die.
In Mythic, there's not that phase with the little copies.
No, we don't have an ad phase.
No astral dudes.
Huh. I remember the British guys talking about that.
Well, it has been like 3 days since we raided, so everyone's completely forgotten.
So, is that the only thing that is different? The little circles?
There are many things that are different. Phase 3 is completely different from anything we've seen on normal or heroic. It's like 100% different.
For right now, we should really just worry about Phase 1 and 2, though, because we won't get to Phase 3 until next week, probably.
Timer it up.
All right.
We're going to get our second cauldron after this poll.
3, 2, 1.
that haste to the left.
Tell me what to do.
Hey, just making sure. Wait a sec to grab the buffs.
Cone of Death.
Alright, we're gonna have a rage before the next cone.
Spread out. Stack in the fears. Get behind target. Get ready for second potion.
This is your shin.
Watch the cone.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread.
Spread out, spread out.
Stack in.
Stack with the fear.
Here comes the cone.
Alright, move, move, move.
Use the second potion if you haven't yet. Oh, the blight. Can you move him a little further? We have a blight right behind him.
I got it.
You ready for a cone?
4, 3.
Get out of this cone, get out of this cone.
1.
You guys in the back need to move a lot. Spread now.
Woo!
Oh.
No good. What's he at?
74.
Look at that cone placement, though.
Cones were great. I think someone just died with blight right away.
Yeah.
There were still a couple people dropping off their blight that got caught in that third cone. I know I got caught in it, but I had a defensive up.
Well, I had blight and I hit my sprint to run away, but tortured rage killed me.
Alright, let's quickly get another cauldron feast and we'll pull again.
Okay, so on that second cone, this happened to me and I wasn't sure whether I should spread first and try and get the rage or fear, or if I should take the soul blight back first. And it just turns out you have to take the soul blight. Well, the soul blight and the fear and rage happen at the same time, so you kind of just have to take the soul blight back, and if you do end up having one of those buffs, you need to get where you need to be. So second cone, soul blight prioritizes over spreading.
Alright, cauldron's up in the back.
You good, Dragonov?
Well, cauldron's still up if you guys don't have 2 flasks already.
Mom's cauldron. That was
DC. Okay.
Yeah, just take a short break.
Sure. Go to the bathroom. 1 function break. Go get a snack or go to the bathroom or whatever and be back in 4 minutes.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Does anyone know if you're still going to be able to get the red scythe from here? Like after pre-patch or after the expansion ends?
If there's a red scythe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, the mythic one.
Can't believe you've never seen it.
Well, no one ever really wears it. They just wear the blue one.
It's because like 3 people have the red one. Well, I guess that's
Why?
a good reason why.
Literally 3. I've seen one of them.
I was here, sorry.
Were you?
Oh, you just prefer to stay in silence and watch the ready check go by?
I'm trying to talk to important people, which is why both of you didn't know I was doing that.
Oh, okay.
Alright, we all ready? Who's Psychom good? I'm good. Gumfu's good. Psychom good. He's good.
He's singing songs.
Timer it up.
One sec, give me 1 sec. I'm ready.
Alright, fired up.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Get that haste buff out. Make sure you wait a second before grabbing these.
Ready for cone. Move it. Get behind target.
Get ready to spread, and then we have the cone right after.
Spread out.
Stack in quick after this.
Stack in, stack in.
Watch the cone move left. Move a lot.
Bad cone. Not that bad.
Alright. Take the blights out. Blights, watch the cone coming up here. Watch the cone.
Cone, watch out. Alright, get ready. Spread out. Get those rages out of the way.
Yeah, he needs pulled from the last cone.
Cone of death. Got a dead blight in the middle of the group.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So, leap doesn't avoid death fog damage.
No.
Correct.
I fucking know.
It's like the Nightwell all over again.
But the important thing is, I dropped Blight properly, so...
Whoa!
The buff
Good
was
job.
like in a clear area, so I was like, I'm kind of curious if leap will get me over this. So I fucking leaped to it. Nope. Bad idea.
So, my brother just got back from Puerto Vallarta, and he had like sea urchin barbs still in his leg, and I had to go pull one out on that little break.
Shit.
And it was fucking huge. I was like, damn, you're just walking around all day today with that big of a barb in your leg?
Aren't those things like harpoons where they like latch into your skin?
I don't know. This one, if they are, that one was broken because it looked like a really small stick. But
yeah, it's straight like a syringe needle.
Oh,
how did his move go, by the way?
oh, that's my other brother. Yeah, he's fine.
Where did he come from?
Where did he go?
He was in Puerto Vallarta,
Mexico Psycho.
where they filmed Predator. Timer it up.
Oh, because the way you said it, you might as well have told me you just came back from Narnia.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sounds like a beautiful place, though.
It is.
It is.
Not as beautiful as Craig.
My name's Engine. I offer to lust and then don't lust.
Spread them. Stacking the fear. Pace to the left.
I mean, technically it is on the left.
Let's get behind him.
Blades first.
Spread them. Good thing you guys had fear.
What?
Oh, somebody's stacking that fear circle.
Yeah, fear. You guys be on top of the group. You're only hurting yourself. Here comes a cone. Get ready.
Second potion.
Sean, this is your totem.
Can.
Get out.
Oh, let's see.
Move left. Move left. Oh, bad cone.
That was a bad time to lag.
Oh, no one really died. Got the rages out.
I did.
Holy shit.
All right, you can wipe it up.
No one really died from that cone except for Celine.
I died too.
I was expecting like half the raid to die.
I'm kind of upset because it's unacceptable to have Crowan dying, guys. Like, can't allow that to happen.
I
yeah,
agree.
what the hell, healers? You let him die.
Anyone
They
else?
let me get one shot.
It's the only
Yeah,
way
why
I can get
didn't
him
you
face
guys,
down on the
like-
floor.
Why didn't we have like a guardian wings on him or something, you know?
He
Or
could
a
go
pally
fire
bubble.
and get cauterized.
I just want to have a quick throwback to Maiden and ice blocking.
The issue
But I'll
was
need it
How'd you get out of
later.
the cone?
Crowan's about to break it down. Give us the
Oh.
excuse, Crowan.
see if
Explain
I
how to
ice
get out of
block,
the cone.
it drops blight and I die anyway when it comes out.
So,
Hey, there's a cone, Weekora.
um,
Take a second and download that if you can't dodge the cone.
what was worse, guys, Agrimar or Mistress Zine?
Mistress.
Yes.
Mistress.
I agree.
Agrimar was totally worse.
You think Agrimar was worse?
Rohan
Mistress
doesn't
is
know
nothing.
because he's a cock lover.
Oh yeah, you were a fucking nerd. All right, timer it up.
Mistress, she made me literally think about quitting this game.
Yes.
I will forever never regret missing
Like, I
that.
would hope that there would be storms that night so that I could have at least some semblance of an excuse not to log in.
I like Mister.
You're insane.
I know.
Spread them.
Get those buffs spread. Tanks, you can do whatever.
Hey, how that week is so fucking heat.
Be reses if we have them.
Do it.
Blights first and then spread.
Cone.
Holy fuck.
Take the blights out, get ready for a cone blighters. Get out of that. Get out of that. Spread. Get the rages out. You guys gotta spread, remember. Spreading does not mean standing right behind the boss inside of the range.
Scream, pop a defensive if you got one.
Oh god, who's got fear over there?
Whoa. Watch the blade. Pull him a little further, please.
Holy fuck.
We could probably still phase it if you guys push. Watch the cone. Then gaze spread.
I had rage and there was nowhere to get close to the other
Who's stacking here?
safely.
Someone stack with me, god damn it. You guys are like stacking away from the boss with that.
Did you purposely try to sound like Hank Hill?
I am Hank Hill.
3, 2.
Last blight should be. Oh, there's another cone. No, there's not.
Big trouble.
Oh shit. Get in the middle. Give me some room. Give me some room. Alright, I'll just step on you. Yeah, guys, we made it. This is good. Yeah, let's do it. No, Gumfu, don't so. No. We were gonna do it.
Ooh, I got Soulstone.
Yeah, I don't know what you were complaining about. I only had 3 stacks. That shit got nerfed by 15%.
That's a 45% nerf right there, so.
Because math.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know.
He's a teacher.
It only did 30 million to you, sure. That's me, that's nothing.
Just toss a Riptide, it'll be good.
Toss a Riptide. Let's see, the 20-second duration of your dot, the 18-second duration of my Riptide, I can heal a second's worth of it with Riptide.
So I don't know what you're complaining about.
Yeah, so just 18 Riptides and I'm golden.
Oh, I feel bad for you, Greg. I used to live with a stoner.
Day and night.
For some reason, the worse the weed smell, the better it is.
Shit's loud.
I'm like, oh man, what the hell? He's smiling in my face. Yeah, boy, it smell like cat piss, don't it? I'm like, yeah, it does. Get the shit out of here, homie. Damn, son.
Hey,
I don't know what to tell you.
Makita, is Makita ready?
Yeah. Sorry,
Alright, timer
I
up.
thought I pressed it.
You did not.
Well, I thought I did. I'm sorry.
5.
Still doesn't change the fact that you did not.
2, 1. 4,
Spread them.
I'm tired of getting this free shit.
Shut up.
But you're like the best person it can go on.
Exactly.
Hey, haste buff to the left.
It is on the left.
The left of my dick.
Yeah, because your dick's never right.
Oh. Red.
Is that color?
Maybe.
Spread them.
Spread.
Get it quick after this. Got a cone. Don't pick up the buffs. Get the cone in the right spot. Another cone. Lights first. Nice buff placement, wow. E-reses if we have them. Spread here.
God damn it.
Lights. Lights.
Watch the cone. Watch the cone.
Oh, Greg, at least you didn't have rage in the group.
At least.
Second potions if you haven't used them. We're phasing them here. Let's do it.
You're raw, Scylla.
I used it on the last one because I got scared again.
Oh, it's fine. Shambai's dead.
Spread.
I'm gonna need a second tank.
Rage out. Rage out. What are you doing?
Bye, Dale.
Phase it. Phase it. Phase it.
Just falling apart at the end. Was that 6 cones?
I think that was 5.
Ideally, you're supposed to phase him before 5 comes.
Before 5?
3.
Yep.
Thought it was like 5 cones was how many you were supposed to get, and then you phased.
2. 1.
Before.
Everything I read is they phase him at 4.
We did.
But we are not good enough for that, so.
Womp womp.
Quick, somebody throw a casual excuse at her. We're not try-hard elitists, okay? I have a life, alright?
This is my first time doing this boss
Hey, it's just a game, okay?
It's just a game, God.
Alright, let's get a feast.
I couldn't tell if Greg's tone was a little bit down or getting stoned.
Oh, let's get a feasted.
Yeah, man. You like get a feast, man?
Am I really like any
That
trans
sounds
mod?
like a junkie and not a stoner.
You're really unfairly stereotyping against.
Hey, Greg, you should come up to one of our dispensaries. Every employee at every single one of those talks like that.
That was a really good Shaggy impression.
Are you implying that Shaggy is a stoner?
He's a scruffy Philistine.
It's not an imply, that's just a fact.
Shaggy is high as hell. You saw all the food he eats?
And his eyes are
Shit,
red.
even happy about it. Talk.
He ate a whole sandwich in one bite once. I seen it.
Childhood was a lie.
Like a skyscraper sandwich too, not just a sandwich.
Wait a sec to grab these. Watch the scythe. Nice. Alright, here comes a gaze. Lights first. Oh, is that a soul blade? Oh, that's a darkness. Holy shit, darkness and soul blade look the same.
My bad. I was trying to help the fear people.
Oh, it's all good. Here comes a cone, and then rage.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread them.
Spread out, everybody.
Oh, the rage. Alright, another cone.
To give rage to the whole group. I think I chose the greater good.
Escort for someone there. And that's not gonna phase.
4.
I got blight 3 times in a row.
1.
Get wrecked.
Kind of feels like that.
You think it's because you're black, Psycho?
It might be.
It was kind of like a chain reaction. Celine's went off, and I took a fucking tick of it, then I died to mine.
I'm sorry, I didn't think I was near anybody.
No, I was going a bit slower, like getting out, because I had to have an escort with a fear. It's the first time I've had to run out with someone, so it was just, I don't know, getting used to it. Should we just, like, you know, peace the fuck out when that happens, or?
You don't really need to rush. It's all up to Frosh, honestly. If he's able to get to you in time, he has the star marker, by the way. So, like, when you see the star above you, you're good.
Yeah, I was just asking him specifically, like, do we need to, like, wait for you to catch up a bit, or just take off?
Streamline.
Alright.
Aim for the bushes. I still have no idea why the scene was in the movie, or what it had to do with the plot.
I feel like that was the best part of that movie.
It was.
I did a thing.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Rod, you dick.
Gaze and cone? Oh, gaze and blades, I mean. Now there's a cone. That's a bad one.
I think I killed you, Greg.
It probably killed me. I had like 3 stacks of the fear dot.
Get some B-res if we have any.
There's one.
Just get someone up. We gotta use all these B-res to try and phase here.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready for a spread?
We can
died sitting on top of you, Bayo. I'm very confused.
Go ahead and die.
You just waited for me to take that battle rest, didn't you?
Yeah. You've got too many golds.
Too many golds?
Yeah, one of
Too
them
many
have a higher
golds?
repair bill.
I wish.
Oh. Good thing if you die to magical damage, which is like 90% of the things that people die from here, you don't have repair bill.
Unless you're a
Would you
dumbass
say
and
it
step
was a
too
magical
far in front.
experience?
Alright, let's try and get the first 3 cones, no deaths. 0 deaths.
I call bullshit on that one. Because I got a gloves proc, so I was standing back next to Bayo and still got cleaved.
What, from the frontal cone?
No, from like his cleave attack.
The scythe?
Yeah.
That's what I meant, the frontal cone. But, I mean...
I was standing back
just
by
gotta watch
range.
it
I don't know what happened.
Even if you're in front of him that far back, it'll still slice you.
I wasn't, though.
Hi, Keller.
What's up, baby?
You feel so
Timered up.
Just so far away.
First 3 cones, no deaths.
2, 1.
Cone number 1. Alright, this is gonna be Blights and Cone coming up. Or does it gaze first? Okay, never mind, it was gaze and Blights. It's 2 cones, 0 deaths, let's do it. Cone number 3 coming up. You're ready to use a Hellstone after this if you're low. We almost made it. B-Res is also red. Just insta B-Res if the healer dies or if the DPS goes down. We need everyone up here. Second potions if you haven't, we're phasing them here. Should be 1 more cone. What? It's a bad cone, bad cone. Oh. Phase, get in the middle.
Spread.
Alright, let's take this. See how far we can go.
Heals on Frosh.
Alright, take him over to Skull Frosh.
4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3.
Here come the bombs, and then we have the spread. Spread now.
Alright. Burst bombs and Frosh to... Never mind.
I can't run and heal myself with anything other than Riptide.
So since they are stacking on orange with that, what happens if they get the spiky circle? Along with the bomb?
You go to orange, you stay inside Frosh's yellow circle, but you make sure you're not touching anybody else. Frosh is circle is big enough that rages can stand in it without touching the other players.
Okay.
Basically, I mean, if you have to step in them, step in last second before it explodes. But you definitely still want to stay away if you have the rage circle.
Holy fuck!
What is singing in your background?
Haley's watching fucking American Idol. Guy's terrible. Anyways, that soul bomb did 9 million damage to me in 3 seconds. Like, just the dot.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Whatever healer gets it is gonna have to be focus healed and probably pop whatever defensives they have left.
So does Frosh have to run over with you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think the tank needs to be ready when the bombs actually go out.
Why don't we put a Warlock portal from Skull to... Like, that'll be like the first thing Fury does once Argus is in position. We'll drop a Warlock portal from Skull to Orange, and then we'll have a quick method to getting over there.
I could do it now. It lasts for 15 minutes.
Great.
Also,
perfect.
Just keep in mind, not everyone's gonna have a stack like a bomb and a fear circle if we have everyone alive. If we have everyone alive, there's a lot less chance of stacking 2 things at once on someone.
Jeez.
And as soon as Frosh gets him placed on Skull and Frosh grows big, then you take the boss off and don't let Frosh hold on to him.
Hello?
Hi.
Altria says that for bombs, aside from the first one where everyone stacked on the golden tank, whatever healer like gets the next set of bombs, like you just suicide. No, you're not gonna be saved.
Yeah, that's what's in
the plan.
the video, yeah.
But you still have to take it all the way over.
Well, yeah, of course.
And
So,
the
like-
golden boy will be in the melee, protecting us from that bomb's damage. And then the bomb healer will just die. So that's where we use totemic revivals if we have them, but not a res, but a totemic revival. And that's what we do. You sacrifice bomb players after the first set.
Do we have a plan for like defensives on the person with the bomb? Like bark skin or some kind of damage reduction?
I mean, the healers, while they're still in range, should just throw hots on them, and then if you have a defensive, pop it and run over there and die.
You sure you don't need any externals?
I mean, we have 1 druid and 1 external. So unless, like, Celine wants to blow one of her big externals, the apotheosis or whatever the fuck it's called, like, her guardian spirit, I'm not sure.
So
Like,
we
we don't have a range of externals to pick from, is what I'm saying.
I know, but we're gonna need something. If it was 9 mil in 3 seconds, they're gonna blow up in the middle and everyone's gonna die.
All right.
We'll just
Timer it up.
and wipe.
So at that point, if we get one of the small bombs and we get rage, should we just run the fuck out and not stack?
No, you'll stack. You'll just be careful. Like, you run over to Orange, but kind of stay away from Orange until Frosh and the other 2 players are in position, and then try to sneak yourself inside the golden circle without touching them with rage. Should be big
basically
enough.
Just wait for it to like, just about to tick off and then step in.
Yeah, last second.
All right, we're ready. Timer it up.
Yeah, what Bayo said, it won't be a problem if all the healers are up. We only had me and the druid.
1.
Spread.
Boss didn't really get moved.
Spread. Oh god, get that rage out of the group. Fuck. Just go ahead and wipe it.
boss moved like 2 tippy toe steps. We need to get him a little further.
I'd say he needs to go a whole 4 tippy toe steps to the side.
After Rohan said something, I was waiting for the boss to be fucking repositioned before I like started moving around, and then I got fucking rage and just absolutely raped the group.
Maybe the group shouldn't dress like they wanted it.
Oh my god.
Have you seen Cell and Nord's transmogs? Come on.
Well, Nord would have to be here for his transmog to be an issue. As far as I know, he's a fucking prude. He is a prude when it comes to raid attendance.
I'm a prude in neither regard.
Oh, fuck. You ready, check?
I'm a prude.
Shut up. Fired up.
I'm a prune.
So if you're so sick to like not raid, like, is your life officially shut down at that point? Like,
I think you're like bedridden with the flu. You know,
it's
like
got the giraffe flu.
Spread.
It's got the giraffe flu because Diego has it. It's going around him.
Why are you raiding? Go take care of him.
Got that anal glaucoma.
Alright, this is Gaze and Soul Blades at the same time. Take care of the Soul Blades first.
Right.
Turn him so he faces them.
Cone?
Gaze.
I was nowhere in front of the boss.
B-Res is out.
I need an escort.
Look for the star first, got you.
Oh, someone Dr. Blade right there too.
Alright, wipe it.
Give me the buff. Damn it.
Go more pull a short break. A 5-minute break, and then we'll come back.
Yeah. Try and get first 3 cones, no deaths.
First 3 cones, no death.
Or first 3 deaths, no cones.
What?
Ooh, I like that one better.
Oh, savage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wipe it.
The first cone? I was joking about 3 deaths before the first cone, guys.
Was it a scythe, Leo, or was it a cone?
Nah, it was a cone.
Look at that! I wasn't even in the cone.
Yeah, it's buggy.
Get
Yeah,
the
we
weak
moved
aura.
before.
Ooh, a buff.
Like if you
I'm
do the,
pissy.
if you do the strat where the only thing you have to pay attention to is him turning around and striking the post, and you wait 1 second and then you move, it'll never fail you, unless one.
Neo saw that you weren't standing in a cell, and he decided to take your place.
I know, I'm just mad because I died that time and I actually wasn't in it.
The game just got used to you being there. So it
Yeah.
just assumed.
Yeah.
Just move further than you think you need to, and quicker than you think you need to.
You can do what I do. I just blink out of it. It seems to work pretty well.
Will do. I will take that under advisement.
Alright.
Celine, the steps you take don't have to be big ones. They just have to put you in the right direction.
Oh my god. Timer it up.
Alright,
Thank you, Confucius.
First 3 cones, no deaths. Let's do it.
3, 2.
Diving in first cone. Got it.
This isn't how we take break.
Last pull didn't count.
Do the bullshit pull.
Spread them. What are you guys doing with those buffs?
These are on the right side.
Don't die here. I need escalate.
Spread.
Hello, Scylla just got siege. Hello, hello.
What do you want?
Yeah, we can hear you. You did though.
Yeah, I'm DC'd.
And I just died for literally no fucking reason. What the fuck?
There's always a reason
Well-
why you die.
You did die, but
But there wasn't blight under me. There was no cone.
that was probably the 4
It's
mil
torture
AoE
grades.
damage that always happens at set intervals throughout the fight.
Here for the cone. Okay, just wipe it. We'll take a break.
Get coned.
Now, before we take a break, just remember this is the hard phase. So don't be discouraged. Every guild struggled super hard on the very first phase, so it's not like we're doing like extra bad. Like this is just the first hump we have to get over. Then we've got an easy phase 2, and then a really hard phase 3.
Yeah, Aldrius's guild took 150 wipes before they kept getting into phase 2.
And they're
If we
way
beat
better
them-
than us.
Yeah, if we beat them, we're pretty fucking good.
I mean, some of us are better than they are, but you know, whatever.
Let me guess, you're better than they are?
He was talking about me.
He's color deaf. Jesus, wow. And me.
Are we doing a short break here?
Yes.
So who's there?
3.
I'm here.
Well, then I'll tell
I'm
you.
here.
I feel like a lot of the cone positioning could be improved, right? If we look at tanking, him actively tanking it, as if we're aiming where we think the best spot for the cone to go is. Sometimes it's going to be making him point towards the middle, sometimes it's going to be off-center a little bit. But what we want to do is we want to make at least half of one side of a cone overlap the previous one. And if you guys are dealing with the cone mechanics correctly, that's exactly what should happen, but the tanks are responsible for aiming it initially. Because you guys are going to stack up behind Argus no matter where behind Argus is. Right?
Repeat that.
All of it?
No, just the last part.
Oh, thank God. Because the raid is going to stack up behind and to the sides of Argus, wherever behind and to the sides of Argus may be, correct?
That's right.
And hypothetically, you guys are doing the cone mechanics correctly. Well, that means that ultimately it's the tank that's aiming the cone, right?
Correct.
So I think a lot of our cone clutterness can be improved if we kind of just use that mentality when deciding which way to, you know, middle, left, or right side of the middle. We're aiming Argus.
So what you're saying is that you want Argus to be tanked in such a way that if he flipped exactly 180 degrees and dropped the cone right there, like that's how you want to face him, right?
I want to face him whichever way is going to make one half of one side of the cone be overlapped by the previous cone.
Right. So you would face him in such a way that he would drop the cone exactly behind him, and that would make it so... So, like, let's say you want the cone to drop on that feast, and so you would tank Argus. If I'm Argus, you would tank him like this, because that would put his back directly to the feast.
Correct.
And the group would stack directly on his back, and that would cause him to flip exactly around on the group and drop the cone right there. But what you're saying you don't want to do is you don't want it to be like, if I'm Argus, you don't want him kind of facing like that.
Yeah.
You don't want that, because then he will turn to do the cone, and it's going to be like an X instead of like the camera lens, right?
We're going to get one really long leg of the triangle off in God knows whereville, and who knows who's on the other side of it or what happened, or you know what I mean. And then if you kind of put a point at the end of the feast right here where I'm standing, the next thing to do would be to position him kind of right here, because we're going to cover half of one leg of the new cone in the feast cone. You see what I'm getting at? You see what you picking up what I'm at?
Yep. I dig it.
So ultimately, the tanks are aiming the cone.
And that's assuming that all of us DPS are doing the right thing, which for the most part we have been. We've only had a couple bad cones tonight, so I think if tanks can have that mentality, then we'll be able to have a lot. It'll be a lot easier to predict where the cone is going to be.
Well, I mean, DPS have definitely fucked up the cone more than the tanks. You know,
yes, of course.
I mean, just like to be accurate.
I'm saying tonight we've been a lot better. We haven't had like on Friday we had like 1 million errant cones, and tonight we've had far less. Is what I was trying to say.
What's errant mean?
Means like lost, not where it should be.
Oh, like a pariah.
It means shallow and pedantic.
Like too wide a berth.
I don't want to put that.
Damn it. Fucking make fun of my...
Like you made an error.
Just make sure you give everything a nice white berth.
It's been a cool's age since I had to do that.
You guys fucking mock my vocabulary. You mock my vocabulary, but you know words you didn't know before, so fuck you.
70 years ago.
Fuck off! They're not that dated, you asshole.
One more thing before we get started. When we are moving Argus, just be aware that 180 degrees in front of him is not anywhere you want to be.
Yeah, like that is something that I have died to many a time. So, Ragers, I appreciate you guys, getting out of the group, but make sure that you are always staying on the far side of Argus and never in front of him. Because it is 180 degrees, the fucking cone, or the scythe. Streamline here.
I got killed by that once. I moved just a titch too close to him.
Cyclone, you haven't died to that in Coon's age.
What's that? I couldn't hear you. I was so far away due to balance affinity.
Very shallow and pedantic.
What's balance infinity? Does it go beyond?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Gives me 5 yards and everything.
It's pretty plus ultra.
Yeah.
Streamline's back.
It'd be super cool if we had that like at the beginning of Legion.
Alright, fire it up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Crit's under him.
Ready for the cone.
Ooh, that's
Here it
not
comes.
going. That was a scythe to the face, I think.
There's a wipe.
That's a wipe.
What's that about tanks?
Clearly not a tank issue.
That wasn't a tank issue. We had some early movers or people not stacked with a group.
Yeah, I feel like calling the cone out is almost more detrimental because you're going to have people moving early. Just let them figure it out on their own. Trial by fire, honestly.
If you guys struggle at all with the cone, then I highly suggest that weak aura because it's very big and in your face and obnoxious, and it makes you stop and think about the cone for a second. So I would recommend it.
Better put the air horn back on.
One of the videos I watched, they had BAM!
I hated that sound when I was tanking Ursoc.
Fired up.
Coon's age ago, Psycom.
Fuck you guys.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Stay stacked. Unless you got the buffs, then you can drop them off to the sides.
Hey, that's not the side.
That's what she said.
What?
That.
Yeah, we got scythed.
Ooh, Nelly. Wipe it up.
This is what happened to me when I was by Bayo.
Yeah, he does do a scythe right after that first cone. Gotta be careful where you're at. Because he's not moving yet, he's gonna scythe wherever he's at.
But we were dodging the cone and we were standing next to the cone and then we got sight.
But yeah, like they were behind the boss.
That's not our fault.
So it's the tank's fault?
Yeah.
Well, you can tell that to them.
Probably Jack's fault.
They can hear me.
Fire it up.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Hey, Gum. Take a tiny shovel. Get that sand out of your vagina.
Oh no, he needs a big shovel.
I'm so clean your head.
But I've been there.
Spread the please.
Only because you asked.
Back up.
He's gonna scythe right after this, watch where you're at. Oh, never mind. Did he scythe before it?
Yeah, he changes it.
That motherfucker. Spread.
Spread. Ready for the cone.
Alright, first 3 cones, no deaths. We're on par for it. Let's go. Next cone in 5. Get in position for it. Oh. Spread. Use the second potion now if you haven't already.
The 2 healers down.
Holy shit, Res Aura.
Phasing here. Cone and a spread.
Watch out for that lethal.
Alright. He's 70 now. Get to the middle. Get to the middle now.
Oh, so unlucky you.
Give space for the Ragers. Give space, guys.
I mean, whoever put that fog there to our left just fucked us.
He doesn't cleave, you can stand in front.
Alright, Frosh is gonna take him the skull. So he can get the buff.
Frosh.
Yeah, actually.
Alright, Jin's doing it this time.
Alright, I'm gonna
Spread.
I got him.
Here come bombs. Alright, run with him all the way over. Stack on.
Back on Jin. Where's the other burst?
Did it die already?
That looks like it died already.
Ooh, Soul Burst detonation hit. Why did that hit us?
Because
It hit the tank.
Alright, burst stay in the group. Burst stay in. Bombs go out.
no, it's everybody has to be in the tank though.
Yeah, everybody's gotta be in the little golden circle for that to work.
So those first 2 bursts and blast are gonna hit you.
And whoever's got Agramar's thing isn't gonna be doing any tanking. They're just gonna chill with the melee with that Agramar thing. That's why we want Frosh to get it.
Hold on, let me get this straight though, because I got one shot by a soul bomb detonation for 8 mil. Like, did that not hit the tank?
When did you get one shot?
The first ones that all stack on tank on orange, right? Were you guys inside the golden circle?
What?
Yeah.
Are we?
How did I still get hit by damage then?
Right, are we? If we get the small bomb, we're supposed to go over there to the orange with the big bomb.
All right, let's clear this up. Phase 2 begins. Okay, and we get a soul bomb on one guy and 2 soul bursts. The very first set, and this is the only set we do this. All 3 players, the 2 bursts and the bomb, you run to orange with the tank. And then from there on out, after that very first set, the 2 soul bursts, you stay in melee with the tank with the golden buff, and the soul bomb goes to orange and dies alone. If we have a totemic revival, we'll use it, but you're probably going to die and you're just going to wait till the next phase to get a res. That's how we do it.
Okay, yeah, that was my fault then, because I'm so used to heroic, I ran out to the left and just cloaked it off. So that probably killed some people.
Yeah, it's going to do about twice as much damage as it did in heroic, and yeah, you can't immune them AMS anything to get them off because it'll kill anybody near you. And then for the rest of the fight, everybody has to be stacked under that tank. If any of those detonations go off and you're not under the tank in the golden circle, you're dead. That's all there is to it. You're fucking dead.
If you are the tank that gets the golden debuff, you are no longer tanking Argus for the rest of phase 2. So hopefully it goes on Frosh. If it does go on Gum or Jin, then you are not allowed to taunt Argus anymore unless it is a dire emergency. But all you're gonna do, tank with the golden buff, is you're just gonna chill with the melee, and the soul bursts are gonna stand on top of you, and the whole group is gonna hopefully be in that circle, so the damage will be lessened on them, and that's that tank's job, is just to keep the group safe in phase 2. And then soul bomb, you get the fuck out, and you die alone.
Oh my god, Pale.
I'm thinking I just want Frosh to take the first bomb with the big bomb and little bombs. So he's just going to soak all 3 of those over at orange. And then, because it's going to be too hard to try and get Frosh the buff every time. And at that point, either Jen or I will just have to stand behind Argus to help everyone.
And then Frosh gets thrown into the tanking rotation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to be the second big buff is going to be random, and then it depends on the other 2 tanks they have to take over. Are you still swapping it too?
Yes.
So that Frosh knows? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. So, yeah, you guys got it. Whenever the swap happens and the big buff goes on a different tank, then that tank will swap with Frosh. So, but I just wanted to be clear that the tank with the big buff, besides the very first one, you are just going to stand in melee, and everybody else, you don't necessarily need to be in the golden circle all the time, but you have to be in it when the soul bomb goes off. Otherwise, the damage will be significant, even if you're pretty far away.
You have to be, because I don't know if it's any different from heroic, but heroic goes like 2 small bombs and then just like the big one, and then 2 small bombs and then the big one. You'll have to be in it for every single set, because those little ones are still gonna fuck you up. Like it did, it killed Rohad from 20 meters away with 8 mil. So 2 of them.
That was the big bomb. Like, just to clarify, were you guys, when that big bomb went off at orange, were you guys under Jin? Like, were you in the golden circle? Because I still got hit by 8 mil.
Yeah. So on the first set, it was me with the burst, and then whoever had the bomb, it was us 3 together. It was Jin, 1 burst, and 1 bomb. I don't know where the 3rd burst was. I asked for him. Nobody knew where he was.
Well, that was me. I ran out to the left and cloaked it off.
So
I didn't realize it would do damage.
Jin, though, right?
The big bomb was under Jin.
So I
100%.
still got hit for 8 mil. What the hell? That's weird. Does everyone have to be? Does that have to be further away then, or
no? The only damage that's redirected is the damage of the people that are standing directly underneath it. It doesn't mitigate damage for everybody else.
So everyone else needs to be farther away then.
Right.
Because I was on the right side of Skull towards orange, and I still got hit. So I think we need to move orange a little bit further, actually, because people are going to be all over the place. Because I had Fury, so I had to be off by myself. or rage, I mean. So I'm gonna move orange just a little bit further.
Someone go.
And when
Someone
you
go
guys do go to
stand
orange,
where bro had put orange.
oh, is it a range? When you guys do go to orange, make sure you're against the wall as far as you can be, and like inside. The
Okay, that's still this. This is 50 yards between me and Jack, and 45 is when it's going to do the absolute minimum.
Okay,
All
so
right.
should it be further, or
Well,
maybe put skull a little bit further this way?
I mean, if this is 50 right here, then like that's going to be your 45.
Skull a little bit, like 5 yards. So
So yeah, as long as
I was-
nobody.
I was on this side where you are, and I got hit by it because I took like the maximum or the whatever damage, but
All right, but it's just of the utmost understanding. I've repeated myself about the orbs and bombs like 8,000 times tonight, and I guarantee ass fucking T that somebody still doesn't get it. So I need you to tell me now, do you not fucking get the bombs and the bursts? If you don't, then tell me, and I'm going to clarify it until we all get it.
I need you to repeat
Because
it one more time.
it is completely different than what we do in Heroic. Completely, 100%. So if you're relying on Heroic knowledge, you're fucked. You're going to fuck the group, and we're all going to be mad at you. So here's how it goes. Phase 2 begins. We get 2 bursts and a bomb at the same time. Okay? The bomb is the big orb that on Heroic you would stand with the tank, right? And the bursts are the ones where you just get away from the group. We don't do that in Mythic. In Mythic, the bursts always are with the golden tank. Do you know what I mean? Does everybody know what I mean when I say golden tank?
One of the tanks get a buff and lights up.
Yes, that tank, and he gets a big golden circle around him, which redirects all damage that you take. If you're standing in the circle, all damage you take goes to the tank instead. So, Phase 2 begins. 2 bursts and a bomb. All those 3 players, the 2 bursts and the bomb, all 3 of you go to orange with the tank, which will hopefully be Frosh. But it doesn't matter which tank it is. As long as they're golden and they've got a big circle around them, all 3 of you go to orange. On the first set only. Every set of bursts after that, bursts will just stand with the tank in melee. And the bomb will go to orange and die alone. So if you get the bomb after the first bomb, then you're dead. It's a death sentence, and that's fine. That's part of the plan. But bursts, you have to get in with the tank. If you try to take it out of the group and stuff, then it's going to mess up the whole thing. So you just stack with the tank. Bursts always stack with the tank. No matter where the tank is, put yourself next to the golden tank. And then everybody else who doesn't get those, when the bursts or the bomb are about to go off, get yourself inside the golden circle so that damage gets redirected to Tank Boy.
If we do get bomb and we run to orange, did you want us to use a defensive or no? If we have it up. To see if we can save ourselves or no?
Yeah, if you can save yourself, then save yourself. But if you die, then that's fine. We expect you to. And Totemic Revival may be down in later polls when we get better at Phase 1 and Senjin can afford to, talent out into it. And if that happens, that's just like a raid rule. Like, if you ever get a Totemic Revival, you need to take it immediately, so. But that's important to understand, because we're getting close to the point where we can consistently get to, we're getting closer to the point where we can get to Phase 2 easily with more people up. And if somebody doesn't know what to do with burst or bomb, then everybody's going to be really mad at you, because I have explained to it thoroughly in simple terms for you to understand.
So if we get the bomb, we just run out, right?
If you get the bomb, you go to orange every time. Bomb always goes to orange. Bursts, you just go wherever the golden tank is.
Feel free to take bomb much further than orange, though.
On the second and third, yeah.
And if you don't have bomb and you're trying, feel free to get yourself away from the bomb, like stack on Argus's left foot if you can or something. Just get away from the bomb. Alright, timer it up. Let's get better at Phase 1.
So if we get burst, we stand on gum?
I still don't
stand
think we've
on the
gotten
golden
3
tank.
cones without any deaths yet.
Not yet. Fire it up.
Heck, we gotta get 4 cones without deaths, but can't even do 3 yet.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread them. Spread the buffs. Well, preferably like 1 on each side. Still have not made it.
Yeah, well, that's bullshit.
Spread. Take care of blights and spread. Alright, stacking quick, we got a cone.
Fuck.
Alright, wipe it up.
You know, we got weak auras, you can change your DBM sound. You guys gotta know when that cone's coming and you gotta move.
And I was strafing the whole time. I don't know what to tell you.
You could, you were
Be
towards
closer
the
to
edge of
Argus.
the wall, yeah. You probably want to stack in towards the melee a little more.
Yeah, you're gonna want to stand on the melee. I mean, the closer you are, the better.
As soon as the gaze buffs or debuffs go out, then everybody should get in melee range of Argus so that you can dodge cone easier.
Poor Jorlington, he hasn't had that many pulls yet.
Alright, fire it up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait a sec to grab those buffs. Alright, get that cone.
Watch the swipe.
Yeah. Got blights and rage.
Spread, spread, spread.
Wait to get the buffs, cone, then buffs, and go. Use a Hellstone if you get low. Next up is cone, and then we're gonna have rage.
Spread out.
Alright, we got a cone coming up. Stack in if you need. Aim that cone where it needs to go.
Watch the cone.
Nice. Can you pull him a little bit more? The tip of the cone is right at his feet.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Boss. Pull the boss away a little bit, please.
You struck a pose. Save the fear people. What? Oh man, we really just fell apart.
Yeah, I think that's why they want you to phase it before that last cone.
Yeah.
Alright, well, we can safely wipe. Just stand in the storm.
That was super good on the first 3 cones, though. We had it good. So you guys started to bring them, started to shift back to that second strat where we just go straight through the middle. Not sure if that was intentional or not.
Not waste my time, lesser creature.
Go. Rate or timer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wait a sec for buffs. Alright, we got Gaze and Blights.
Spread them.
Take care of the Blights.
Spread.
I need an escort in the back, escort in the back. I'm getting dots.
Dodge the cone.
E-res. Just aim that cone, guys. Stack a little bit more to the right. Alright, now we gotta move. Got a couple escorts. Soul Blights and Cone. Take care of those. Use a second potion if you have not.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Probably down too many at this point.
Yeah, you can wipe it.
If we can hit that DPS requirement and have everyone alive so that we phase them before that 5th cone, it's GG easy. The 5th cone is where we just lose everyone to like every mechanic stacking up. Well, now that we're starting to master these mechanics a little bit, we gotta start focusing on blights in relation to the cone. So start watching your timers with those two. If a blight's going out and a cone's coming right after, make sure you bait the cone first and then drop the blight like to the left. Or if a blight's coming first and then a cone, make sure that you drop your blight, bait the cone, and then move.
There was a couple of times where I saw people trying to run to get away from cone, but overshooting the distance that you needed to run vastly. And a lot of people are lucky that he stopped and casted something else instead of doing a scythe, because that would have gotten like 4 people.
Timered up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get the crit to the right. Come on, guys. Gotta be able to spread those buffs when we're pushing this DPS requirement.
Spread them.
Comes a cone. Use a second potion if you have not. You need these potions. Come on, guys. Do it. Got blades and cone. You ready? You guys were not ready. Spread.
Can we? No, we can't.
Alright, cone coming. Let's push them, guys. Get the cone.
Spread.
That was some bullshit.
Somebody getting real hard.
First. Alright, I'll just bubble this. He's phasing. Give room for the Ragers. Get in, get in. Need someone in my circle, Frosh. Don't let me down.
I was standing in your circle.
Oh. Well, we did phase him, but we're not going to get very far with like 5 people.
Yeah, we're
He
fine.
just gets scythed. We don't need to.
Go ahead. Did you have blight?
When I bubbled?
I went home.
I don't think so.
No,
I
he
had
didn't.
the.
I don't know. Someone dropped a fucking blight off over there. There was just like a circle of dead bodies.
Yeah, I was in between that one. Someone
That
else
was
died.
a super sweet blight drop there. I saw it. I was like, so fucked. So fucking fucked.
Well, you've made some good work tonight, so let's keep it going and end on a good note.
See if we can go 4 cones with no deaths. Whoa.
Fuck it, let's just go 5.
What, dude?
Okay, let's just down it.
Crazy talk.
At this rate, we may as well just down the boss. No death.
I mean, if you guys are ready, then yeah, sure.
I say we take baby steps and go 4 cones with no deaths and hopefully make the DPS requirement.
Look here, Fordring.
What, Streamline? What?
Don't try and hold us back.
You gotta trust in the light.
Ugh.
Just sacrifice yourself, Rohad. Rally the troop.
There's a timer.
If Forging had a buff from his allies, he might have survived.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Forging died to a boss that we killed like 3 tiers ago. He's a bitch.
Get those buffs spread. At least don't drop them in the group because everyone needs different buffs.
Well, we're all getting haste here.
Oh! Oh, get through.
Or mastery players.
We could just get fucked.
Alright, we got Gaze and Blights.
Spread, spread, spread! Get that rage out of here.
Cone, it's a bad one. Get a res on our healer.
Stack closer to Argus if you don't have rage.
Got a Cone and Blights. Make sure you're watching, guys. Don't get coned inside over here. Blights, you gotta keep moving.
Alright, get ready to spread, spread.
Alright, here comes a Cone. Blights right after. Need an escort right there.
I'm not even sure what happened with the Cone this time.
Make sure you're using a second potion here. We're gonna have this Cone, but still phasing. That's the DPS requirement right there, though. We're 2% away, basically.
Right.
And everyone dies.
Fuck!
That's everybody
we
getting
really need
all
to
the
phase
buffs they
it.
need.
It's me getting all the buffs I need.
Shut up, bitch. Tanks always get crit master in the first one.
Oh
They
yeah.
do, it sucks.
happens without fail every time.
Not every time, but it's happened enough for
Pay
it to be
attention, Rack.
4,
Yeah, tanks go, tanks go.
1.
If we can phase them though, like make sure you guys are using your second potions. Like we have logs we can see. The fight when we kill it is gonna be 2 potions in the beginning back to back. So make sure you're getting used to that now.
Oh, I thought you guys had it.
If we can push it that 2% more, it's fucking done. Everything just falls apart after that 5th cone. See if we can get a perfect phase 1. Let's do it.
I would be so happy.
Chowder has to poop really bad.
He can hold it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, the tank got the buff. What do you know?
Oh, what do you know? And it's always crit mastery. It's never haste verse.
Wham! My parsnips.
It's not even about parsnips. We actually have to make the fucking DPS.
Yeah, we need more DPS.
It's red.
Don't grab him. All right, go, go, go. Watch the front of the boss.
We have people down.
All right, wipe it out.
At this point, we can't afford to lose people in the first cones.
Just jump in the fog. Die, die, die. Called for a wipe. Jump in the fog.
See now, who's getting ahead of themselves now, guys? You know, you can't even do four cones without buffs. See, I'm being realistic.
What?
4 cones, 0 deaths. It's possible.
Why is Rohat an officer again?
Because he keeps you guys in line.
Well, I thought it was because he could count.
Because I can't shut my mouth.
Given the state of our blades, I know that's bullshit.
Roha's promotion was my first raid night.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought it was Vanta's rooms kept us online.
I get it.
Because we line up to get him, right?
No, I don't think that was a joke there.
Then I don't get it.
That's what I thought you were going for.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread.
Whoa, this is insane. Another time.
Huh, it's like I said, it happens all the time, and you guys didn't believe me.
Hurry, grab it. He just scythed. Alright, Cone, get out of the way.
Yourself.
Oh man, I was too far up that time.
Onk, get up. Get up and fight.
Yay, no more rage.
Red.
Spread him.
Oh, you're facing him to the right. It's a good cone. Nice.
Perfect.
I just became a haste verse class, guys.
You ready for blights and cone here? Make sure you know what you're doing with the blight. The cone's coming up. Bait the cone first and then drop your blight if you have to.
Spread out, everybody.
Stacking behind him.
Second potions. Do it now. Cone. Push it. Phase him for the next one.
I don't know, Aura. Quick.
Ooh, we were 1% away. Oh, now he's phasing. Give room for the Ragers. Get in the middle, guys. He doesn't cleave. Get in the middle. Fuck your DPS. Oh, it's over. Too many dead.
Fuck your DPS.
Seriously though, when he hits 70, just drop everything and get to where you need to be. We need the Ragers to have some room.
That was the pull though. That was a good pull.
That was fucking nice. We were like, it looked like almost 0.5%. I mean, he went from 70 to 70, or he went from 71 to 70 like 5 seconds after that cone.
You know what probably made the difference?
Yeah. It's also the difference between a couple people second potioning. If you didn't second potion, shame on you.
Where's my damn potion used?
You want me to tattle?
Post it. I don't care.
But he has to use 2 potions, so it was just like tanks and healers. That didn't.
Really?
Yeah.
I did. That's still cool.
And the pickles.
Does that count? That's during the fight, or
I don't think that counts pre.
That's not pre-pot.
That might not count pre-pot in Exorcist. No, it does.
Yeah, that's.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
just look
definitely
at
not counting pre-pot.
Just look at the details pre-pot and it shows you.
I would just like to point out who is number 1 on that list.
Oh my god. Because your name starts with C.
No, it's not alphabetical.
Beep boop beep boop beep beep boop. Boop.
Bayo would be first if it was alphabetical.
Origami would be first.
Oh yeah, that too.
He teaches math. Leave him alone.
A, B, C.
I'm 15th. That's about right.
Alright, fire it up.
Still need a couple food buffs. We need to push out the last of this, guys. Eat your food.
5,
Fat double large.
3.
Raid team, you fat lard, come get some food.
Get better procs, goddammit.
Right as you said that, I got one.
Fuck my ass.
Could it be?
Look at the buffs.
Stop the presses. Alert the media.
Alright, wipe it up. Drawing got his bow.
Alright, we got Gaze and Blights coming up.
Get crack, unless he DC'd.
I'm here.
Spread. Get your buffs if you're brave enough. Hellstones if you're low. This is where we use the second potion.
I need an escort, Scylla.
Take buffs to the left if you can. Oh.
That was off.
That was a bad.
Wipe it, wipe it, wipe it, wipe it.
Bad.
Why are you talking to yourself, Scylla? That was a bad cone.
Is that Bigwigs that says fear plus blight or something?
Yeah.
Or is that a weak or?
No, it's big things.
Okay, just making sure. Frosh has got like 4 different things to look for escorts. It's so confusing.
But damn it, he's doing a good job.
I've always been escorted.
Alright, sorry, I spoke for Frosh. It's not confusing, okay? I forgot he's so fucking good at this game.
So
It's probably
fucking
his
good.
fucking trinket. Come on, it's carrying him, obviously.
Obviously, he just pops his trinket and he gets 20% avoidance and he takes 0 damage, so like, just OP.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Second melee. Spread the buffs. Oh, rip. Those of you guys who use haste first.
It's actually worse
Move.
for us, Crack, because then we don't get a 2-stack. Now.
We can if we're really
Lightning
fucking
fast.
Yeah.
If you get the buff before the cone. Blights and spread. Wait to get the buffs. Okay, cone. And
Oh, I got a 2-stack.
Me too. I almost had to take a stack of the rage, but it would have been worth it.
Taking potions. Can the rage back up a little bit?
Is that good?
Yeah, make sure you're moving for the cone too. Oh, it's facing towards you. Spread.
Present.
Jor, make sure you're next to the cone over there. Oh, okay, you're good. Make sure you stay next to the cone, though. You can get a cone on you. You can get targeted by it.
Ain't no healer.
No, wipe it up.
Rohat, if you have rage, you have to move out so that the group.
I'm sorry, I was worried about everyone else because I'm trying to get things working here.
Uh-huh.
And I make one little 1 second
That's a
mistake.
new one.
Screw you guys.
That's a new one.
Alright. We fed and fattened.
If you guys have rage and it's directly after a cone, you're probably just gonna have to like get away from the raid and away from the boss.
Just use whatever ranged attacks you have for a couple seconds, and
Otherwise, you're gonna get cleaved as fuck.
Hold on, I'm gonna throw down some markers real quick. So, like, let's say Argus is standing on yellow, the cone's going towards blue, and he does the cone. The person with fear is over here on moon, right? What I do is I run the whole way over here towards the wall, let the boss move, and then I come back in and position myself. If you have the rage with melee.
Yep.
That's what you want to
Didn't do that last attempt.
Hey, I was worried about making everything go smoothly, okay? 'Cause I'm an officer. You know, I have to pay attention to things that are more than just myself.
oh, we're done. I'm sorry, we're 5 minutes past. So good job tonight, guys. Tomorrow we will come back, or not tomorrow, Thursday, and we have too many people. We can't do Sundays, so we're just doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays with no raid scheduled on Sunday, so you guys can have more time to, you know, give me excuses as to why you won't be here on Tuesday. Just kidding. You have more time to rest and, you know, not be all burned out of raiding. So Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, expect to do Argus. Don't fucking bail out on me unless it's like a dire emergency. You know, a sniffle is not cause to miss raid.
Get wrecked specifically at nordred.com.
Yes. But, like, I mean, like, real life shit comes up. Yes, I get it. But just remember that, like, you're letting down 19 other people